What's up, everyone? This is Ronnie, just coming to you today with a haul video. Um, Almost everything other than one thing is stuff I picked up on yesterday's video of just me and my wife horsing around. We went to five, we wind up going to five stores. There was three Salvation Armies, a Savers that I did not talk about what we found, and also when we returned, we went to a Goodwill. Found some decent stuff. There was a really good pair of shoes we found in the last store that I'll talk to you about. I was just about to get listing this stuff and just said, you know what? Let's make a little video. There was actually two pieces of clothing that we found that were actually flawed. One, the button-down shirt, when you have the collar with the button down, the button was ripped off and it had a hole. I didn't catch it. It was a $2 shirt that we got half off, so really wasn't that much of a waste. My wife found a new tag shirt, which I just assumed she didn't look it over very well, and it was stained. We got that shirt for half off too. I think it was like $3.50. So very little, you run into those mistakes and errors sometimes when you go out. What's up, people? I didn't know I was doing this live again. But what's up, Chicago Crown Hustler, Reseller Spotlight, Stacy, Girl on Fire. Wasn't that a song? Girl on Fire. The crazy card and just thrifting. So we'll get into something. A lot of this is just bread and butter stuff, but we went to a bunch of Salvation Armies. A lot of the stuff was like half off and stuff like that. Now, I'll show you the first one. These, I'm not sure if I picked, if this was a great thing. As you see right here, 6 shirts. These are going to get lotted together. And these were all either, they were $3.99 and $4.99 at the Salvation Army, but they were all half off, so they were all like $2.50. And I'll buy a bunch of lower bread and butter stuff at like that $2, $3 mark that I can sell for like 20 to 30. And I have no idea what brand this is. I did look up GS and wrinkle free. As you see right here, these shirts say GS. They're wrinkle free. The main reason I bought them is because they're 20, which is the neck size on a men's dress shirt, and then 37, 38 is the sleeve length from the yoke of the shirt here, the middle of the collar, all the way to the arm length. So these are large, really big shirts. I mean, a 20 would be like, figure a 17, 17 and a half is extra large, 2X, 3X. They're like between a 3 and a 4X shirt. So like I said, we're into them. Let's say there's 6 of them right here. They didn't look to be selling that great alone. We're going to lock these 6 up together, and I'm going to try to get between $60 and $80 for them. I'm into these for about $12 to $15, I would say. Trying to figure out how to do this without. And I do all this stuff in like sizes, so you'll see. I mean, like things for the most part, because I was just getting ready to list it, so it's easier for me. But what's up, Brian? How you doing? I'm doing okay. A little tired. Still, I don't know. I had pneumonia, and it's come, it goes. For like a week, I'm good, and then all of a sudden, for a week, I'm not good. So. This is one thing we've had for a while. This is a vintage Burberry, like paperboy cap or whatever you want to call it. And see, it has the Burberry thing. We got this at a yard sale a while ago. Somehow this just never got listed. Old Burberry's tag, size large. It actually fits. I got a large head, so. But I think we got this at a yard sale for like $2. Maybe last year. This hasn't been listed. I have no idea what we can get for this. I'm thinking at least $50 by looking at some of them. Got a few t-shirts. This was 99 cents. This is a Nike t-shirt. When I looked up comps when I came home, it's something to do with Tour de France or something like that because it has, or some type of road bicycle race thingy. Because I did see, what's the guy's name? Lance Armstrong in the title and stuff like that. So we'll see. Do you have a shirt folder thingy, or do you just? My wife folds the shirts. She's just really good at it. And we have like a desk in our one area, and she's just really good. This was a vintage pro player shirt. This was. I was thinking this was 80s, but it's probably more 90s. I'm guessing by the brand. You can see right here, Boston Celtics. All talking about their championships. There's a bunch of different players. For some reason, no Larry Bird. A little disappointed, but I paid. I think it was like $250 for this at a Savers. Seen similar ones sell for like $30-$40, so I'm guessing $30-$40. This is a Brooks Brothers polo. See the, I guess it's a sheep logo or pig. I don't know what it is. It's a 2 extra large, which is a little bigger. This was, I think, $2 or $2.50. This was one of these half-off shirts, and probably get around 25, maybe 30 for it. This is a Hugo Boss shirt. I think we paid $4 for this. It's just a polo. Yeah, it's one of their lower level things. Still has the pin in it, so see the pin right there. So I guess it's new without tags. But probably $40 on that, I would guess. GS is Gold Series, sold at Kmart, I believe. Yeah, like I said, that might have not been the greatest thing. I just seen that larger shirt and was like, oh, somebody's going to want these. I'm into them cheap enough. Worst case scenario, I don't think, even if I sold them for $10 each, I mean, it's still $60. But, hey, sometimes your brain thinks something better than what it really is. This is just a Brooks Brothers men's dress shirt, 17.5 by 32. It's all on the smaller side, slim fit. I think this was $3-4, and probably I get 20-25 for it. Robert Talbot shirt. I think we paid $2 or $3. No, it was like $2 or $2.50. This was one of these half-off shirts. It's a men's dress shirt, but it does not have the size. It's a men's dress shirt, so I'll just measure the neck and measure the length later. But $25-$30 on that. This is a Charles Tyrwhitt. Sometimes these brands, this is one of these brands I kind of stay away from a little bit, but it was a nice pattern. Nice pattern, and it's a larger size. It's an 18 neck, 37 length, so it's a little bit bigger. And this was half off too. I mean, I love half off shirts, so this was like, I don't know. I wish I kept the tags on, but didn't think about it. And the wife thought she was good taking pictures because we just got these the other day, and it's like we got to list them. Gonna get listed today. Hopefully, do all this again. But so like $2-3, and larger size maybe, and the pattern, maybe we'll get about $25-$30 for it. And I charge shipping for all my stuff too. So just a regular Brooks Brothers shirt, 1734, traditional fit, non-iron, nothing special. I know that was half off too, so it was like probably $3 at most, and get 20-25 for it. So another one of those Charles Tyrwhitt shirts. This is just a plain blue one. Once again, I usually don't pick these shirts up too often. This was a bigger size. Once again, 19 neck, 37 arm or length. And this was probably $3 range and 25, 30-ish because of the size. If it was smaller, I maybe would have passed. This shirt I paid $5 for. I've sold this brand in the past once or twice. It's Edie EDE and Raves Croth. It's like a English. It is an English brand. Has really nice mother of pearl buttons. And last time we sold one, we got probably like $35, $40 for it. It's a really nice check patterns. Check patterns sell really well. If you ever notice, they sell a little bit better than normal stuff. So, I mean, it's not that bad. I'll wait on it a little bit. I'm just in the mode of listing stuff now because we got to get our store built up. It's kind of like you got to get your store ready for that, ready for fourth quarter. I got to start now or it's never going to get there. And guess what? This bread and butter stuff, if it's cheap enough, I'll pick it up and just throw it around in our cart and get it in our eBay store and get it listed. This shirt, I think I paid $4 or $5 for it. This was regular price, but I just like the pattern. And I knew I was going to list it pretty easily. I mean, I'm not going to get the most money for it. But once again, it's a Brooks Brothers. It's an extra large shirt. It has a nice gray and like blue pattern to it. It's a slim fit, non-iron, which helps. But once again, it's only going to be like $20, $25. I do really well with these shirts. These shirts never sit around too long. It's Western shirts. They're made by Wrangler. George Strait, if I remember right, he is a country artist. Just a like flowery, like geometric design to it. Has that logo right there. It's like a star and maybe a rope around it, like a. But these shirts usually sell right around $25, $30 for me. Not a pearl snap or anything, just a regular snap button. And people collect these, I guess, maybe, or was that a different brand? Somebody else. But they usually sell really well. That was half price. I think that was like $2. This was a Levi's pearl snap shirt. Has this like different color denims on it. It's really nice. I mean, it's a size small. It'll take a little bit longer to sell. I think I paid $6 for this just because I figured I was going to make money on it. I don't know how much it's going to sell for. $25, $30. But couldn't leave it behind. This is an older pearl snap shirt. This is 100% polyester. Just a funkiness to it. But it's H-bar-C. And these shirts really do pretty well. Usually can get anywhere from 25 and up, depending on the pattern. More nicer patterns, or if they have embroidery on them, you're going to get more. I've gotten close to $100 for these shirts in the past. But like I said, it has to have a good pattern. This just is a regular striped. We paid $3 or $3.50 for this, and it'll do all right. I mean, like I said, I'll get, I don't know, 25-ish. I mean, maybe if I'm lucky, maybe 30. But I don't see that 30%. I mean, $30. Here was another shirt. I think we paid $4 or $5 for this. It's a Brooks Brothers. It's linen. Has a really nice pattern to it. People right now are looking for linen shirts, summertime. So should sell $25 or so. These are some Panasonic noise canceling headphones. I picked these up, I think, for $2. And comps are looking like the earpieces are a little cracked up, as you can see a little bit. They're not really that bad. But probably still get 25, 30 bucks for those. I think I paid $2. No, maybe $3 for those. 50 people watching in the morning. Hello, people. That's my camera. I don't know why I got that there. These I picked up. If you watch the video, actually, you see me find these in the video. I just happened to be walking down the aisle. Women's stuff. I don't really check women's stuff as nearly as much as I used to. You know, but in this one store, I walked past the women's jeans to get to the men's stuff, and I found these Miss Me women's jeans, and that's actually the first time all the hardware is there. I don't know how many times I found these, and one of these will be off or one of these will be off. Always seems pretty common. Just a signature boot cut. I don't know what these sell for anymore. I think I paid $6 for those, but has to be more than $6. And these are a pair of really good jeans. These always sell pretty quick as soon as we get them. These are PRPS jeans. And I think we paid, they were $9.99, but I think we got them for half. We did get them for half off, so they were $5. And these usually are about, I don't know, 40 and up. These have a little frame on the leg, as you can see here on the one pair. But I'll probably get 40 or 50 for these. If they were in better condition, I've gotten as high as like $90, $100 for those, just depending on how good they are. These are a pair of jeans. I think I paid $6 for these. I don't even know if I'm going to try to say this brand. If they were newer tags, these wide leg, like skateboarder kind of pants. They're dark navy blue. They're newer tags. I've never tried to sell this model. I've sold the other ones with the, what they call it, shuttle tape on them, where they're different color, like stripes down the leg with this Velcro stuff on them. We did find a few men's suits and sport coats, but I think my wife did not photograph them, as I don't have them here with me. Go figure. But we did also find a Michael Kors newer tags linen sport coat. I think it was supposed to have pants, but it's still very wearable just as a sport coat. And that I paid like $15 for. I'm hoping I can get 75, maybe a little bit more. And we also did find a Brooks Brothers 818 men's suit. I think we paid $15 for that. That was at, they were both at Savers, and we probably get $100 at least for that one. But anybody ready for the shoe sale? I mean, the shoe. Who's ready for the shoes that we found? Paid $15 for a pair of these shoes, and these are probably the last pair of really good shoes that I really have to find that I think were on my list. I mean, I had all these other pairs at one time, and they all get crossed off. I think I found every really good pair of shoes there is, except for these last ones. But these are a pair of John Loeb, I guess you want to say, L-O-B-B. You see right here, they have rubber bottoms, so they're not going to be as great. I guess my wife did not get the memo, and she just took a Sharpie and colored over the price of the shoe, because it still has the O for the color of the week. She's funny. They have a little toe drag, as you can see, but not much. Really nice looking shoe. Split toe design there, as you can see right there. But really good condition. I mean, not really bad condition at all. I should get probably about $200 for these. We paid $15. Here's the receipt. Just y'all trying to play me. $15. That was our last store of the day. We just decided we weren't going to check our local store, but I was like, I was just there the day before, and that's it. Found the shoes. And bent them to see if there was any cracks in the soles or anything like that. But these are really good shoes. Should do well, and I finally found all the shoes on my list of shoes to find. But I think I found every other pair. I found Churches, I found Trickers, I found what are the other ones? Oh, what's the shoes? I sold for $400. I can't even remember the name now. No. Oh boy. Why is it like when you try to think of something off the top of your head, you could have it? Think of it. I found some FootJoy alligator loafers before. Just shoes in general are great returns. I love looking at shoes. Edward Greens, that's it. Crockett and Jones, we found some of those. I found 3 pair of JM Western shoes in the past. Alden's. I mean, there's so many good shoes out there. And it's funny, a lot of them are made in England. The Westerns are made in France, actually. So, I mean, if you see shoes, especially if made in England, pick them up, or at least look at them to see if they're actually worth good money. Because there's a lot of good money in those shoes in general. And here we are. We're back on the screen. See what's going on in the chat. What's up, Krillin? What's up, Zaire? Rudy, my brother, what's good? Valet Picker, hope all is well. Upstate Thrifter. If anybody's got any questions, I'll stay on for a few minutes, answer a question. Crown Hustler, how you doing, brother? But that was it. I mean, and we were out we're not out all day because we weren't looking at RVs. That was the main thing, was to look at RVs. And it was just like, hey, let's go to some thrift stores on the way. You know, we didn't really, it was just like, hey, let's go out. We haven't been to thrift stores in a while. And found some stuff, but I mean, it wasn't that great of stuff. It wasn't like till we got to the last store and found those shoes that it was like, okay, now we found for that one item that if I sell that one item, it sells for everything. You know what I mean? And that's what it's all about. I just found some Celibate Rose suits not too long ago, maybe 2 months ago. We found 3 pairs of Shepard and Anderson suits. I sold one locally, believe it or not, to somebody. A story. And I think a lot of people wouldn't maybe do this. I sold 2 suits to this guy locally, and he lives a few towns away. He called me. He messaged me about an hour later saying the suit did not fit properly. So I wind up giving him. We actually met up, and I actually gave him a return for the suit, and I got the suit back, and I relisted it. But it was kind of funny. I mean, I know the Anderson and Shepard suits are probably at least at $5,000, I would say $4,000 to $6,000 suit. So it's just freaking crazy money, and you don't find them too often. All of them should be bespoke, made for somebody else, because I believe they're all handmade and all made particularly for somebody, if I remember right. And I did learn a lot from this guy because he wasn't from England, but he was from somewhere else, but over there. Ireland, maybe. So he did a lot of English brands, and he taught me a lot of stuff about it to see how it really is. But what number of listings are you wanting in your store for fourth quarter? I don't know. I'm just trying to get as many listings as possible. I mean, if I went out and found 100 things, I would list 100 things. If I found 50, 50. I'm just trying to list good quality things that I think will sell. I've kind of took a little bit more chances on a few different things that I wouldn't, just because I'm getting ready for fourth quarter. I know all this stuff will eventually sell during fourth quarter. Um, at some point, probably right after fourth quarter, I'm gonna cut back on sourcing to get ready for our RV trip, but I do have to get ready for fourth quarter to kind of get all that ready. And I don't want to take too much stuff. A lot of stuff will be sent to somebody or dropped off to somebody for cosign to cosign the stuff, to cosign to sell the stuff for me. We'll do a split on a certain percentage, and then I'll sell certain things on my own. But having a limited space, there's definitely a lot of things I'm not going to be able to sell. Yep, you just got to keep going. You just never know where you're going to find that item. I don't like giving up at all. Yeah, I rather just go out all day long if I could, but can't always do it. Hey Ronnie, how's your mother-in-law doing? Mother-in-law passed away probably about 2 months ago now. Maybe sooner. She's in a better place now. Do you find Gucci very often? That's legit. I don't really find Gucci stuff that often. Probably 2 or 3 times a year, maybe. That's about it. Don't find too much of that stuff around. Yeah, Crown Huntsman, if I remember right, they changed not too long ago, like in the last 10 years, maybe. I'm pretty sure it's Huntsman. Huntsman changed, and they do a lot more suits, and I think they do suits that are like not bespoke, and they sell at other stores. I think it was Huntsman. It might have been a different Sell Event Row, but they kind of turned more commercial. What's up, Rake and Profit? Have you yet to come across Less Companion? No, I have not. Not sure what brand that is, but we're gonna have to check that brand out after this. I have a pair of Salvatore Ferragamo molar bit loafers to put up. Are size 13 good? I don't care what size shoe the items are. I just buy them. They eventually will sell. 13 is a little bit of a larger size shoe. Anything over a 12. I'm a person that wears a 12 or a 13, depending on the shoe. So I know once I go over a 12, I cannot get my shoe at like a Foot Locker. Like if I'm looking for shoes for like a pair of Air Maxes or a pair of Jordans, I have to go almost online or to the website, because I can't get my shoes in like a mall store other than Marshalls or TJ Maxx maybe, or a Ross per se. But like if I'm looking for that specific cut of, that size of shoe, I know I have to get it online. So, size 13, there's not as many people in that shoe size, but there's not as many shoes either, which it's like a bigger and taller size. You can get a little bit more for it. You just have to wait for the right person. Thanks, Philly. Vintage Philly. Yeah, death does suck. Happens so fast, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, Huntsman are very good quality. Most of the English brands are very good quality. I don't know how many we found. I think this is the 5th time I found those three I found together. Twice I found the other two other Shepard and Anderson suits. I mean, and one of them was like from 1968 or something like that. So you're looking at like almost a 40-year-old suit, or 50. Yeah, it's almost 50-year-old suit. I sold it last year, and you could tell it was worn, but because it was so well made, and it's like a timeless looking suit, that suit could just not, was just like, you could wear that suit today, and it was great. The construction of the suit, the condition, the wear, it just, it held up over the time. As a lot of suits, they get worn and they just don't hold up very well. Even some of the higher end brands like Canali or Zegna. The Wizard of Cape Cod. You guys are crazy. Yes, hit that thumbs up button, that like button. But I can't think of anything else more that we're doing today, other than I think we're leaning towards this travel trailer right here, or not this specific one, but this brand, grand design. The more and more I read up on this company, I like this company. And the travel is the Imagine. They do have a little bit bigger one called the Reflection. We'll see how we like RVing. I'll buy the trailer. It's probably about 35, 40 grand. And money's not the issue. The issue is if I hate the damn travel trailer, I'm stuck with that travel trailer. But if we like it, we enjoy it, we can always upgrade to a Class A, or Class A or a fifth wheel, and upgrade our truck, because I could tow that travel trailer with my Suburban and not be, I'm not really losing any money. If for say I buy a huge dually wheel pickup truck and go with a fifth wheel, I'll spend easily $150,000, which we have a budget of well over that. We have a budget probably close to the 200. I think we could go up to after talking to them and everything. But I don't want to go that far and then decide I really don't like RVing and have this damn trailer and a truck I got to get rid of. If I just have to get rid of the trailer because I don't like RVing, so be it. But I don't want to get rid of both. Ronnie, will you buy new or used? Snow Enough, believe it or not, you go to the lots, they'll have a used one like 2016, and the 2018 will be almost the same price, or 2017 that they've have left over from last year will be almost the same price. But the upgrades in a lot of the newer ones are so much better. Like a lot of the newer models will have all LED lighting in there. You want LED lighting in an RV, because the old, what do they call, incidents in whatever, these lights give off so much heat that you don't want that in an RV. They act like little freaking portable heaters everywhere. So you really do want the LED lighting inside. And there's just so many. It just seems like every year the models, they have so much different things. And if we buy new, we could even custom it a little bit more. Like we could add a second AC unit, which I really would think I would have a second AC unit in one of these units. I don't think one AC unit would be enough in one of these RVs, just looking at it, especially where it's located in kind of the front to the living room area. You're in your bed. Like, you don't want to wake up in a pool of freaking sweat because you're hot and you're in the middle of Florida in the hot summer or something like that. So things like that. And just the newer RVs, they're just made better. They don't cost as much either, believe it or not. Unless you're buying your 2012 or 2013, I really think it's so much nicer just to buy a new one. I mean, you can get discounts on them. You can get them. We've done some pricing. I mean, you could almost. We walked into a place the other day and we could get a 2017 that was brand new, that was a leftover, for as much as some people are trying to sell the 2015 for on the lot that was used. And you get the warranty also with buying a new one. You get the 3-year warranty on a lot of these. I think it's 3 years. So I've done a lot of research on these things and different travel trailers and bigger RVs. So, but you got to start somewhere and see if you like it. But we don't have a lot of any other expenses. It's not like we have any credit card debt or anything like that. The only debt I have is my truck payment, which, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. I'm hoping to have a really big fourth quarter so I could possibly actually even pay for the travel trailer in cash, or even pay off the Suburban and just have the travel trailer just to pay on that. I would like to pay off one of them, hopefully. At this point, I think the travel trailer is probably, I think I owe more on my truck than the travel trailer. But, you know, so be it. Pay off, maybe it's better just to pay off the travel trailer. That way, if I have to get rid of it, I'm not worried about how much I'm getting for it, you know. But who knows? But looking for a pop-up travel trailer, my budget's $3,500. I remember my grandparents used to have a pop-up trailer. We never camped in it though. We camped in the old, like 19-foot Beeline travel trailer that was from the 70s. I mean, it must have been 15 years old at that time. And it was me, my grandpa, my brother. There's like 4 of us at that thing. But it was so fun. Rigged brother, the shoe find was John Loeb. Lobb. John Loeb. But I guess that's about it. Not much going else on here right now. But I want to thank y'all guys for coming out and hanging out with me for a little bit. But I got to get a listing. I would love to hang out with you guys all day. But, you know, I got to get some work done. But have a good day, everybody. See you guys later. Have a good day.